Hello and welcome to More to See of Mr. Bass. I'm here in obviously Devon, best county in the UK, and we're just outside Bovey Tracy on River Bovey, and we're in the middle to lower course, and we can see that just by having a look around behind me we can see we're no longer in the upper course. We haven't got a steep V-shaped valley, the land's much flatter, and we're going to have a look at one of the key features we find in the middle to lower course. Here we have behind us a nice clear meander, a nice bend in the river. That's all a meander is simply a bend in the river. Now, as the river bends round, we can see, if we look across the river, something different is happening on either side. If we look on that far side of the river, I'm just moving down, careful not to trip over, we can see on the outer bend that flow is much faster. We've got white water and we can actually physically see the water moving much quicker on the outside of the bend compared to the inside of the bend. So, because the water is flowing much faster on the outside of the bend, we've got that key process of erosion happening. And we've got two types of erosion. We've got vertical erosion, where it's eroding downwards into the river bed, and we've also got horizontal erosion, where it's eroding sideways into the river banks. The processes of erosion that are doing that, the two main processes are hydraulic action, the sheer power of the water, and abrasion, which is any sediment being carried in the river, eroding away at the river bed and the river bank. So what that leads to on that far side is actually what's called a river cliff. And we can see that by that clear vertical drop off on that side, on the outer bend. On the inside then, something a bit different, okay? Much more civilized over here, much slower even flow. So because that water is moving much slower, it's got less energy, it's got very little power to erode. So what it's actually doing instead is depositing. And we've got lots of evidence of deposition going on down here, lots of sediment. We've also even got nice log, okay, and that's been deposited. Actually, this tree, or what's left of a tree, was deposited in a storm a couple of weeks ago. But on the inside of the bend, we've got deposition happening. What that leads to then is the formation of what's called a slip-off slope or a river beach, and there is. Not very big, not big enough to have a picnic or a day out on the beach with a deck chair, but there is a small river beach here formed by deposition. Meander, found in the middle to lower course, it is simply a bend in the river. On the outer bend, we know the flow is faster. That means it's got more energy to erode, so we've got those key processes of erosion happening, our hydraulic action, our abrasion, leading to the formation of a river cliff. On the inside of the bend then, the flow is much slower. It hasn't got the energy to erode, so instead it's depositing sediment, anything it's carrying, leading to the formation of a slip-off slope or a river beach, as you can see just behind me. So meanders ticked off today. Stay safe out there, guys. Thank you for joining me, Mr. Bass, on More to See. I hope to see you next time.